Gateway ń gbá first match. Odo kọ́ ni Gateway.
1-1.
Àwọn méjì ti second match draw lọ́gbà first match. The line up at the end of the media game. All the 720,000 or 2,000 data.
Yeah, what should I actually watch? 27.
That's my life.
Okay, I do.
Hello and good evening to you wherever you are watching us live. This is another day, the third day of the Valuejet 2022 pre-season tournament. And the second game we've got for you on offer today is Gateway United against the MPFA champions, Rivers United. Rivers United clad in the white and blue jerseys from our left to right, and Gateway playing from our right to left in the orange jerseys. Very important to note that Gateway will get us underway here. I've played 2 games already in the tournament. I've picked up a draw in the first game against Smart City and then a victory against Otosolo, and puts them at 4 points already. And Rivers United just playing the first game last night, left the scene with a draw against Kwara United. So it's very important here for Rivers United, especially if they want to keep their hopes of qualifying to the next round, the semi-finals, as you say, alive. In the commentary, my name is Samuel Bamshebi, Sammy Bam, and I'll be doing this alongside Mike. No, not Mike the pundit, I mean Michael Onikute. Hi Mike, how are you doing today?
Very well, Samuel. Good afternoon. And it's a beautiful afternoon in Kenya right here. It's a cloudy weather conditions, not too much, not too sunny. It's the right environment for the players to express themselves, and welcome and enjoy the game.
Well, do welcome and ensure that you enjoy the game. We're bringing to you the lineup very soon, just as we get things underway here for the Gateway United, who look like they want to pounce now. It's a pound of flesh, not Jim. Now James' pass is too heavy, and now Rivers United can come forward themselves. Paul and Obi with the break. Chigozie Hunda. It's on the way to give Paul, not Paul and Obi, Akwa. And now he launches it forward. Trying to find Alpha Iguda. There's a big change in the lineup for Rivers United. But just how much expectation do you have from the game here today, Mike?
Well, I think it's a game that Rivers United would come out fully to take this. They had a 0-0 draw against Kwara United, which was a good start for them. It's a very tactical game, but coming into this Gateway game, they'll be looking forward to picking up their first maximum point, which is important for them to be able to move on to the next stage of the competition. But so far so good. It's the two sides sizing themselves up. Gateway with the first run at goal, and now we have Najim also at the right flank.
Najim takes it back to Sheon's cross, comes into the box. Apollo not be there, but doesn't get to it. It's headed out eventually by Emmanuel Ampia. And they clear the lines now. Rivers United towards Paul Akwa. And Gateway United regain possession once again and look to break themselves. Just a tactical battle there on the pitch of play. Jamiu Sani, the captain of Gateway United, just finding his way around 2 white shirts. But now they break Eke Ocha for Rivers United through the middle. His pass is cut out. They'll look to clear the lines now. Timilane loses possession in a very dangerous place. Rivers United with a chance to break and score. The referee signals for a goal kick, and the chance just went begging for the Iguda. Alpha was unable to connect to the ball properly. Eventually the strike did come, and it was off target. The first opportunity of the game, and it's falling to the MPFA champions. Any surprises?
Obviously no surprises, but that doesn't mean we should rule Gateway out, because they have a lot of experience in the squad. Players who have played long period of time in the championship, I mean in the Nigerian National League. They have lots of experience in the squad, and hopefully they will try and contain Rivers United and see what they can explore going forward. But as it is now, it's Rivers United dominating, getting the balls forward.
Now Paul Akwa, still in possession. Paul goes back towards Hunda through the middle, brings in Olaolu, and the pass is cut out, and they'll come forward themselves. Gateway United, I should remind you again, they've played 2 games already in the tournament. I mean, because of the number of teams per group, that's why we have a team that is always lagging behind, and the number of games are not so equal. 5 teams in 2 groups, and Rivers United have played only the first game, which they did last night against fellow continental team, Kwara United, who finished 4th in the MPFL 2021-2022 season. It ended goalless. We saw more of tackles and yellow cards than we saw of chances created. But it should be a different game here today. Gateway United will be looking to cement and extend their authority in terms of seeking them for a chance in the second round. A win and a draw, 4 points. If they get a draw here, 5 points, and maybe decent enough to still keep them in the loop before your final game. And they will come forward on the left-hand side, brought down, free kick for the Rivers United.
The referee trying to calm things down. It's a rather harsh tackle.
We saw a lot of the tackles yesterday. This time Laulu was brought down. And it might be something we'll see for longer periods today as well.
Yes, it's expected because if you look at Gateway United playing in the championship in Nigerian football, you get a lot of physical play there. But in the Premier League, it's more of the tactical displays and tactical discipline. But now we see Gateway try to beat up from behind.
Well, Gateway will come forward. Rafiu spreads it to his centre-back partner. They come forward now through the skipper, Jamil. And they go back, Rafiu. Laliri brought into the game as well. They give away possession now. It's Rivers United on the left-hand side. Slips and loses footing, but he wins a corner kick in the process. Adebayo Olaolu. Very, very dangerous play from Gateway United. I mean, under no pressure, and they almost expose themselves.
Yeah, it's a bit of lack of concentration, I think. Somehow.
Our corner kick, Rivers United, will come from Ekeocha. Plays it very long. It's brought down by force kindly for Laulu. The strike is deflected again, and another corner kick for Rivers United.
Well, we say the Rivers United knocking on the doors of Gateway. It's important for them to get the first goal of the game.
The first goal is very important. And they will try their luck once again. Chukudi. This time not the clearance of header from Paul Aqua. He just goes over the bar for a goal kick. On Gateway, lose possession. It's Rivers United now. Timilehin through the middle, it was dispossessed. Abdurrahim. It goes all the way back to Darlington, the goalkeeper for today. It's the second time in goal, and he kept a clean sheet in his first game. Not too many goalkeepers have clean sheets in the tournament. Well, not too many goalkeepers have more than one clean sheet, I should say. We've seen only 6 goalkeepers with a clean sheet record and just 1 goal. Obina Achukwe for Vandreza kept a clean sheet in the game against Shooting Stars, the second game of the tournament. Vincent Edafe for Remo Stars also kept a clean sheet in the 5th game of the tournament. And the cross this time from Paul, almost finding Laudo at the back post. And they switch it again once to Paul. He brings it down, but he's dispossessed. Brilliant marking. The referee post play back for a free kick to Gateway United. Very intelligent play and strong footing from Olajide Mustafa. And they play very long to find the skipper. Now it's Olajide. Olajide takes a long range strike. Very ambitious ball. He saw the goalkeeper way off his line and decided to just try. A good hold up play as well from Jim Olukoku, the man leading the team from the front. The goalkeeper Darlington decides to start it very short with Farouk Mohammed. Eventually still goes long. And it's over to Lalu. And dispossessed there. Timilehin. A free kick to Gateway United. Sani. Lajide. Playing coordinated football, Akintola, and then the ball is given away. Paul Akra plays along now. Paul Onabi tries to switch it to Ekeocha, but it's too heavy. But racing towards it is Emmanuel Ampia to keep it in play, but The Gateway United got there first, and he has the responsibility of ensuring that he doesn't give it away. He wins a free kick, good one from the defender. Very brilliant play. He just stays on his feet long enough to draw the foul from Ampere. A free kick to Gateway United. Started very short, goes to goalkeeper Aziz. Now he'll play it very long to find Najim. Doesn't get to him, he's headed out by Fabian. And the ball is still in the air. Oh, high foot, and we're going to see the first booking of the game. The foot was high, almost gets into the chest of Iguda Alpha. The player just pleading his innocence. Hakim Olalere. Hakim Olalere, the first booking of the game.
They must notify your federation, right? Ghana is trying to get CAF to give them a worldwide ban. So as it stands, they are only banned in Ghana.
Now Iguda. Well, the intensity of the game here today is quite different from what we had yesterday night. There was so many rough tackles. The energy was flying yesterday night, and you could tell the intensity. Plateau United, Kwara United and Rivers United yesterday is quite different from what we're seeing here. And maybe that's because we are having a Premier League side and a National League side as compared to having two PFL sides yesterday. The try will come for Gateway.
If the player is banned from your country, FIFA will notify you.
And throwing comes towards Najim. Gets ahead to him, was headed out by Fabian. Now Chukudi, crowded out in orange shirts. All the way back to goalkeeper Ovunda, Darlington. Farouk goes into the middle to Onobi, Ekeocha. Rivers United have had the better share of possession here.
Definitely so far. But you can see Gateway with a tactical discipline ensuring that they contain Rivers United's attacks. And despite the chances at goal, it's still 0-0.
Well, still 0-0 here at the Remusat Stadium in Ikene. Ogun State's the venue for the 2022 Valuejet pre-season tournament. We've seen 9 games in the tournament so far in 3 days, and we still have 1 to go later today. But so far, 9 games, they've provided us with a lot of excitement. A few goals, not too many goals.
Not too many.
We've seen so many 1-0, 1-0 wins in the tournament here. But we're still waiting for the first game that will provide us with maybe 4 goals. But we've seen 3 goals. Remusat's opening game against Ijebu United was 2-1.
Definitely. It's a pre-season tournament, and you can see it's a way of ensuring that you get your tactics right, you get your players right, you get your selections right. This is where you make experiments, this is where you make changes, and for the coaches it's important that they get their team bonding. And I think that's the first target for the coaches of all teams participating in this tournament. It's important, it's imperative that going forward into most especially those representing Nigeria in the continent, you should be able to have a good tactical play, blending the old players and the new players into the squad. And that's key for the clubs participating on the continent. And so far so good. We've seen the connection, we've seen the synergy among all the players, both the new and the old. And it's a good tournament so far for all teams.
Was spot on there from Mike. He stated it all very clearly and very correctly so as well. So you might find a little bit of jitters and a bit of shakiness from some teams. And that's because it's preseason. And not everybody has had the opportunity to train or play. And now a very big break for Gateway United to knock over the goalkeeper. No, he doesn't. Goalkeeper comes out, gets a hand to it outside the box, according to the referee. And the post playback is going to brandish a yellow card to Darlington Ovunda. A big chance, big break from Gateway United. He should have gone for the lob instead.
Well, he should have gone for the lob, like you said. That's correct. But he tried to get his shot on target, and the goalkeeper make the best out of it.
The goalkeeper taking one for the team, using his hands outside the box. We both know it's an infringement.
Exactly, but he has to make the save, because if not, the ball is definitely on target. And now they have a free kick.
A free kick to Gateway to take advantage of what the goalkeeper there did. It's going to be direct, and they play it off a left footer and just holds it over the crossbar. That was the responsibility of Akintola Samuel, the left back. Wasn't a bad attempt, it wasn't so awful, but it wasn't going to trouble the goalkeeper at all.
Not at all. But it's a decent strike. And hopefully they can get some confidence going forward from that attempt on goal, and also from the resulting free kick.
Now Darlington for Rivers United restarts play. Farouk gets ahead to it, goes towards Fabian. Ekeocha can't get his foot to it. Najim will pick it up for Gateway. Still Najim. Tries to bring Olajide in play, but he's dispossessed. Rahim will take it to the goalkeeper. And now Fabian, Warrior. Hit long towards Aqua. The goalkeeper for Gateway United picks up the ball, and there's miscommunication. Both players are signaling to each other to go towards the ball. They win a free kick on the line. Very funny.
I think what Gateway are lacking now is trying to get Akim Olalere into the game. He's a creative midfielder that dictates the play, and if they can get the ball more to Akim, I think they'll have a lot of chances and a lot of passes going forward. But they failed so far to build up from the back and get the ball towards Akim Olalere. For me, I have a good knowledge of his play and his skillful attempts. But they need to explore that. They need to explore his brilliance. They need to explore his dictatorship of the game, and that's what they have been failing to do so far.
Booted forward by Akintola. It was brought down by Paulo Nobi. And they clear the lines. Gateway United throwing to the pride of Rivers. Ihunda with the throw. Just booted out to safety. And they'll have to chase now, and it goes back towards his goalkeeper, Darlington. Rahim Chukudi to Fabian. Fabian to advance it forward for Rivers United. Floats one very delicately. Good Alpha brought the ball down but gave it away to the opponent. But they'll come forward once again. Rivers United. Ampia goes back to Farouk, Rahim and Fabian. And Fabian is always the man to play that forward pass from the back line. Still in possession, Ihunda. Referee, good call from the referee. Just got a badge at the back, Olaolu. Free kick to Rivers United. There's been this patience in build-up from Rivers United, like not being in a hurry to make something happen.
Yes, Samuel. But one thing you need to understand is that they need to get the transition right to the final third. On the final third of the pitch, the transition just Gateway keeps shutting down all attempts to get into the final third. But they need to get that decisive pass into the final third. and we can't keep having long balls, long balls, long balls. The resistance of Gateway United in this game keeps growing stronger with the fact that Rivers United are yet to get past the final third, to get into the final third of the pitch.
Well, the opportunity from the set piece just wasted from Farouk Mohammed. Blazed that one from distance over the bar, wasn't even going to trouble the goalkeeper. Now the skipper to bring it forward, Tim Lane for Gateway.
Again.
Oh, poor touch,
Again.
giving away on that line. And the free kick, Manuel Lampia brought down.
I think Rivers United need to make a statement now. They're getting Gateway United making errors in difficult places on the pitch of play, and they need to capitalize on those errors. These sloppy passes, this exchange of passes is not clicking well for Gateway United, and I think Rivers United need to explore more and stamp their dominance in this game.
But you do feel like at some point in the game they will get punished for the sloppy passing?
Well, if Rivers United don't capitalize on it, Gateway can actually have a break at any point in time, and once that happens, it's a pressure game for Rivers United. But they need to show their experience then to get back into the game. But as it is now, they're yet to break Gateway United down. They're yet to break Gateway United.
Fabian Nwari into the centre circle, Ikeocha to switch it towards the other side. Just looking to bring a play Paul Aqua. A free kick to Gateway United now. And he will start very short. Akintola goes all the way to Mansiro. And the goalkeeper Aziz gets a feel of the ball. Aflayon on the right hand side. The centre back. Now Najim. Back to Timilane. Lovely play to bring it forward. Akim Olalere. This pass just to lead to behind Sukomi. Now Farouk Mohammed to nobody in particular for Gateway United. And it's picked up by Mansuru. To Afolayo. Timilane. To the skipper. They're having a few time. Rivers United, Gateway United look like they are putting all the pressure on them, and they'll break. The flag will make them come back. The play has been pulled back for offside. But it was decent play from Gateway.
Decent play. Akintola found his way on the left hand side, and it was just caught offside by the assistant referee. Now that's what I was talking about. The break. If Gateway gets such breaks onside, and it's a good attempt for them, it keeps the game open.
There's an opportunity to let the game open. And free kick called against Rafael Mansuru. Just a heavy challenge on Ibuda Alpha. And it's a decent opportunity, decent position as well to get something into the box. They just whip the ball in from the right hand side. It's going to be an in-twinger from Ekeocha Chikudi. These kind of balls are very dangerous to defend, because if he gets the angle right, any glancing touch from the Rivers United player might put it into the back of the net, and the header comes this time, but from the defender, and that's why it's gone out for a corner kick. Doing the defensive duties, Akim Olalere helping his team from the back. Now corner kick to Rivers United. Ekeocha to deliver once again. To swing it from the right hand side inwards. Goalkeeper gets a big hand to it, and the referee to the rescue of the goalkeeper, who was confident enough to come up between bodies to get a hand to it.
Now we're beginning to see the threats Ekeocha possesses. He's a midfielder with both feet, strong feet, both left and right, and his in-swinger crosses from set pieces are sublime. And you can see the two times he made the crosses into the box, it was dangerous, and that's what he brings into this Rivers United fold.
He's got a lot to deliver, especially coming from MFM, who failed to stay in the MPFL last season. They did get relegated, but Ekeocha will remain not just in the MPFL, he will play on the continent.
Definitely, and he has so far in his footballing career, he has been around the MPFL for a while. He had this stint with Remo Stars, and also with MFM, and now Rivers United. He had twice with MFM, once with Remo Stars in 2018 with Remo Stars, and now is with the champions, the Premier League champions, Rivers United. That shows the progressive and importance he brings to the game of football in the teams that he has played for.
Fabian just dispossesses the opponent and brings forward Olaolu, whose pass is too short. Looking to find Aqua. But no, the pass was intercepted by Lukaku. Now for Lion. Shola looking to find Najim. Cross was to nobody in particular. You can just hear the coach screaming out from the touchline. Shola, gauge it. Gauge your crosses, gauge your passes. Fabian Uwari. No problem since the referee was brought down. It looked too soft. It went down. Now Paulo Nobi to Aqua, slips it to Alpha, just at the corner. Back to Aqua. Paul Aqua still going, looking to bring in play Iguda Alpha, but the ball comes back to him. His control was not the best. Right call from the center referee. Jami Usami, the skipper for Gateway United, just upended by Farouk Mohammed.
It's important Farouk had to stop him there, because it was a one-touch play, which was on a break, which was on a quick break, a fast break for Gateway United. If that hadn't been stopped, I'm sure Gateway would have been on the attack. And now the BD offside strike.
The BD offside, Najim, a very intelligent strike. That's a striker's effort. The long pass, and he just took it one time, spotting the goalkeeper off his line.
Exactly. Gateway United will be dangerous on the break, and I can assure you, because they sit back, they absorb the pressure from Rivers United, and they come out on the break. And these are the chances I keep saying that it will come. And if Gateway can get one in, it's going to be a dangerous game for Rivers United. But so far, it's still 0-0.
Well, it's still 0-0, but it was a very decent attempt. Jim not even taking an extra touch. The ball just comes to him and he gets a foot to it first time. If it was going on target, there was nothing Darlington would have done about that in goal for Rivers. Now Darlington plays it long towards Olaolu. And the ball will form for Iguda Alpha, but brilliant defended by Shola Falanyo. Wins a free kick. And it gets his team out of danger. We're just at the half-hour mark here at the Ramasa Stadium. It is the 10th game of the 2022 Valuejet pre-season tournament. Rivers United and Gateway United. Gateway 0, Rivers United 0. Still a very, very tense game. Delicately poised, there for anybody to take. Now, at the moment, it's the champions who come forward. Alpha. His pass to Olaolu is very poor behind the player. And Aziz for Gateway United in goal will launch it forward now. Brilliant kick. He finds Sukomi, who takes it very well on his left foot as well. Sukomi drives into the box. He's got Fabian as well as Paulo Nobi to beat, but he goes down. Referee says play on. And will come forward with a break of their own now. Ikeocha Chukidi for Rivers United. Patience and build up. Farouk Mohammed plays it towards Fabian. Now Fabian will go back to his Raheem. I need to keep reminding you, it's not Raheem Sterling. It's Olariwaju Abdul Rahim for Rivers United. Now Farouk Mohammed advances the ball forward, tries to find Iguda Alpha, defended by Shola Falaya, but a second chance for a beautiful pass from Farouk, not good as well. And the free kick to Gateway United, just a fling of the arm from Ihunda. Adamu Aziz plays it very long, gets ahead to it. Sukomi, but it goes straight to Darlington for Rivers United. I mean, 32 minutes we've seen here. What's your assessment of the two sides?
Well, it's a ding-dong affair for both sides, because they're yet to get the shots to take the lead. But so far so good. It's more of tactical discipline from Gateway, ensuring the close up the channels from Rivers United attack. And for Rivers United, they just keep knocking on the door and ensuring that they open up the closed gates by Gateway United. But so far, I think so far Rivers United is the better side, getting shots and targets, and hopefully they keep knocking on the door, and they will be rewarded. They will be rewarded. I can see that's coming because they keep knocking, they keep creating chances, they keep looking for that openings, and it might come. It might come for them.
Well, it might come, and it's a throw-in. Ehunda on the right-hand side, close to the box. In the final thought, I should say, for Gateway United. Alpha's header. Oh, Eke Ochachukudi definitely wins a free kick. Very decent position. How about the referee has
ruled against Chukudi.
scored it against Rivers United. And Eke Ocha is the man who has been adjudged to foul his opponent. It's surprising for everybody, but that's why he's wearing the badge, the referee.
He calls the shot.
He calls the shot. And Samuel on the left hand side wins a throw in for Gateway United. Still in their own half, halfway in their half. Samuel was very long to bring his keeper in play. Sukami wins a free kick. The free kick will come for Gateway United. Jamu. Miscommunication between Samuel and Jamu. Rivers United keeping possession. Mohamed goes towards his goalkeeper. Plays it to Paul Onobi.
Well, so far Rivers United have been able to keep possession of the ball. They take the play, but still imperative for them. It's important for them that they find the right pass to break this Gateway United defense, because they keep growing stronger as the minutes in the first 5 minutes keep winding down. And Gateway with the steal of the ball. Now it's a blind pass forward.
Gateway. It's Mustafa who chooses to strike for a goal himself from the distance. He had the runner, 2 men running into the box, but went for goal himself. Not a bad effort, but decent and easy catch for goalkeeper Darlington.
And now we have the ball out from Darlington.
There's a player down on the top for Rivers United. It's Paul Onobi, requiring the attention of the medics. It looks like he's clutching his groin area. Yeah. And that's not an injury that any footballer likes. A groin injury keeps you out for a long time, and it's always a recurring injury if not well taken care of.
It could also be a stretch of the game last night and today, but you have a large squad number and the rotation policy needs to come in here. But I think is going to run this off, is working well.
Well, there's a large squad, and if he happens to be injured, he will be pulled out. But any player fatigue, it can be a cause of this, because you played, I mean, it's barely 24 hours you last played. You played the last game that ended here around 9:30 p.m. Nigerian time, and you played today. He doesn't look like he's going to be able to continue. Definitely, that's the end of his game here, and it's definitely something to do with his groin.
But let's see, because they had quite a good number of rotation in the squad for this game. The 2 strikers, Bolaji and Umar.
Oh, Yima Wagwa.
Yes.
Both players,
both players are out of this game. So
they did have a lot of rotation, like you said. Yeah. Malachi is also another player who did not play today. A lot of changes for them. You take into perspective the fact that they need to get everybody on the ball. Lawrence Edwards, another player missing in the starting line. Williams Okame as well.
You can see they talked Stanley Iguma rather needed to do some rotation in the squad, and it's important that every player get a touch of the game. It's important for them to keep their fitness level, to keep their mental concentration on the game.
Well, like we said, it is pre-season, and most of these teams would lovely opportunity to get themselves in shape for the proper season, especially those on the continent. So the rotation is there to be seen, but some key players are still in the team. Paul Onobi, for instance, who is back on the pitch.
Back on the pitch.
Fabian Owari is still there. Ekeocha Chukudi. And you can tell that these players who played yesterday and are still in the team today, despite the short period of time, you will feel like they're very key to whatever Stanley Aguma wants to carry out in the next season.
Definitely, you can say it's the integral part of his team. I think he's building the team around a coach, for instance. Most of the play comes through him, and if we can have maybe a 60 minutes in this game and put him out and get a replacement, it's important that you keep him fresh also. You keep him fresh. But so far, Ekocha is now setting up the ball again for another in-swinger.
Now Chukudi, free kick, yet another decent position for Rivers United. Remember, any proper or even slight touch might get it towards the goal. It goes long this time towards Alpha, but he doesn't get the clearness of contact. He looks to have just come off his shoulder. And looking to break very quickly, goalkeeper Aziz presents opportunity for Rivers United to get back in possession.
And now Paul is down again.
I did feel like he wasn't going to continue earlier on. It's growing, and it doesn't just go that way. He wanted to probably just try it out and see if he could continue, but no. That's the end of his game here.
Definitely, I think Stanley Aguma is preparing a substitute, and it's
looking towards his bench, Stanley Aguma. It's okay. Which of you Warriors are ready to go in? A look on his face suggests that he's got somebody up.
Yeah. And Paul needs to see the medics. He needs this to be attended to. It's important. It's important.
Well, the change will come eventually. He's out. We're throwing to Rivers United. We're throwing Rivers United. Najim for Gateway wins a corner kick. The corner kick will come from Samuel. Samuel, my namesake.
I think it's the first corner kick for Gateway in this game.
It is the first. From the near side here, he swings it. This is an out swinger. He gets a contact to it. Hakeem Olalere. And just trying to keep it in play, and they do that.
Oh.
Successive. The referee has signaled for
A throw-in.
a throw-in. The ball eventually went out, so it wasn't a successful keeping in play. We're in the final period of the first half. I've not got a goal for report for you here. These two sides are still sizing each other up, and even beyond sizing, they are doing everything within their power to ensure that each other, nobody gets a clean-cut chance at goal. Samuel, good exchange of passes. Lovely gets to Folayo. Now it's press play wide towards Emmanuel. Manuel Johnson to Timilane in the midfield. Timilane, Suikomi now. Suikomi's got a runner out wide. He finds Emmanuel with a decent chance to have a striker go. He has waxed his effort, but so close. And they're knocking on the door, so I'll get away.
Like I said earlier, if Rivers United don't get the axe right and don't get the first goal, Gateway will come at them. The opportunity will come, and Gateway will come at them. This is the chances Gateway are getting. Rivers United need to stick their dominance in this game, need to stamp their foot on the ground and ensure that they get the first goal. Or the referee comes to the technical area. Oh!
It's going to be a yellow card
It's
for
going to
Coach
be a
Stanley
Stanley
Aguma.
Aguma, yes. Well, we're back into the game. It's a disciplinary action for Stanley Aguma and with the reserve referee.
He had a bit of an altercation with the four official, the reserve referee, and now they'll break themselves. Sukami on the left hand side tries to take out Paul, doesn't get past him. Brilliant defending. And now Paul to advance it forward for Rivers United. This pass is already out of play. We've seen some weird yellow cards in this game. Yesterday we saw a yellow card to a player of the bench for was it Shooting Stars now? Or Rivers United. He's trying to ensure that I have that one right. But it was Adekunle Adeni for Shooting Stars. I was correct. He picked up a yellow card in the game in substitution by Coach Gbenga Ngubote, and he went to the bench and still picked up a second yellow card, and then they're sending off. So you pick up a red card on the bench. The only player to have picked up a red card on the bench in this tournament. You also see Stanley Aguma as the first and the only coach to be booked in this Valuejet 2022 pre-season tournament. That's some weird stuff. We've also seen just one goalkeeper get booked in the tournament so far. And you ask yourself, how does this happen? Darlington Ovunda, who is playing here with Rivers United, got himself booked yesterday in the game today. And that was for getting a hand to the ball outside the box. So there's two bookings for Rivers United today, to the goalkeeper and to the coach. Just to remind you that this is Nigeria's premier and topmost pre-season tournament. It's the 2022 Valuejet pre-season tournament. It's the first edition, it's the maiden edition, and we're looking forward to which side is going to be the first winner of this cup. It's still left to be seen. Well, the game here is still evenly poised and no winner between these two sides. Nobody's taking the lead yet.
I think it's if anyone is to take the lead, it's Rivers United. But so far so good. They failed to get the ball at the back of the net. It's disappointing to know that they're yet to do that. But exactly, it's disappointing. The league champions. But like I said, it's a pre-season games, and everyone will bring their A game into it. But we see them building up nicely, trying to get shots at goal.
We'll roll out for a goal kick to Gateway as this gets us back on the way, finds Afolayan, and then Emmanuel on the right. Emmanuel looks to play it very long to.
Oh.
He's trying to bring in Sukami into the game, but Darlington quick off his line. Now Hakim Olaleri backward towards Monsiru. Monsiru will stretch it wide towards Najim. Najim does get the head to it. Paul Onobi under pressure from Sukami does very well. Experienced play from the lad. Now Olaolu. They went to throw in for Rivers United. do hope we'll get a goal to report for you pretty soon. Now bringing it forward, the skipper, he finds Sukami
Oh, Sukome,
on the left side. Just let it roll out of play, just.
But he's been brilliant so far, Sukome. He's been brilliant. Oh,
It's been very good. He gets a talking to from the referee. Always drop the ball. Always drop the ball. And those are situations that can get you booked. Silly yellow cards, I should say.
yes, it's very, very silly. It's part of the game tricks when you try to frustrate your opponent. But these things the referee puts cautions to.
You frustrate your opponent, you frustrate your team, you get booked. It might go well for you, and some other times it might go south. Free kick to Gateway Monsuru. And that's all we're going to have here today in the first 45 minutes. It's Gateway United 0, Rivers United 0. And it's been a half of very few chances, but both teams have tried so much to create what they can, and it's been quite 18 goals, but we've seen bookings, we've seen the goalkeeper get booked, Stanley Aguma as well get booked, the coach for Rivers United, but we've not had a goal to report for you. At the end of the first 45 minutes of the third game of the 2022 Valuejet pre-season tournament, it's Gateway United 0, Rivers United 0. But we will back out for the second 45 minutes of this encounter between Gateway United and Rivers United. It ended goalless in the first 45 minutes. The third game of the 2022 Valuejet pre-season tournament. Well, both teams have started the second half the way they ended the first, and just to bring you up to speed with the players who are prosecuting the action here for both sides. Everybody still remains intact. Darlington Uvunda, Chigozie Uhunda, Emmanuel Ampia, Paul Onobi, Fabian Nwari, Rahim Olarinwaju, Ekeocha Chukidi, Farouk Mohammed, Iguda Alpha, Adebayo Olalu, and Paul Aqua for the visiting side, or the team on the visiting side of the fixture. The gateway to Ademo Aziz, Johnson Emmanuel, Samuel Akintola, Timlane Aribirola, Rafiu Mansuru, Shola Folayo, Adjunsi Sukami, the skipper Sani Jamil, Najim Olukoku, and Hakim Olalere, and Olajide Mustafa. So another 45 minutes to look forward to here. We've got a couple of games that ended goalless in the first 45 minutes, about 4 games, and this one just joins the list of games to provide us with no goals in the first 45 minutes. And we look forward to goals in the second half. I do look forward to goals. I'm not sure about Mike.
Definitely, I want to see goals. The essence of playing a football match is to score goals, no matter the tactical display, no matter the energetic display. The pink points, the end product is the goals, and we're looking forward to that in the second 45 minutes.
Well, goals are what win you football matches. So if you don't score, well, you don't win. If you don't shoot, you don't score. But these two sides have taken a good number of shots, only that they have been unable to keep it on target now. Fabian for Rivers United. The pass just goes back in, throwing to Gateway.
Sloppy pass. And Gateway would resume play with a throw-in.
Throwing to Gateway United. Now goes to his keeper, Sani. Emmanuel is forced to go all the way back by Emmanuel Ampia. I mean, it's Emmanuel on Emmanuel. Wow. Emmanuel wins the battle.
What a show of strength. What a show of strength.
The show of strength from Emmanuel Johnson from Gateway. He wins a throw-in for Gateway United on the near side here. Now Johnson. He goes towards Sukami. And the pass from Timina, he squats out and they break. And the long ball is too heavy.
I think Rivers United need to plan well. You don't just get to the flank and cross the ball in without seeing your men run into space. But now you need to plan well. Get your tactics right, get your gameplay right, and see how you can break the defense. It's abysmal when you make such crosses.
Gateway United have played so much from the side and the center, the right hand side I should say. And that's where Johnson Emmanuel is. They've put a lot of pressure on Rivers United from that side. And Rivers have played from where Fabian Warrior is. Because he's always that defender to want to advance the ball forward. And that's on the left hand side. But when he gets into the center, they move towards Ekeocha Chukidi. Well, now it's Gateway will try to break. Farouk Mohammed wins the ball. So Ekeocha is back heel, kept in play by Emmanuel Ampia, goes down, advantage. And Farouk switches it to the other side to bring his teammates into the game. He's got a man who crosses it once again without seeing his teammates. And Olaolu gets a foot to it, but it's a free kick to Gateway United. And just a quick reminder for you that as we play here, even as we speak, the Chan Eagles, the Super Eagles B team, are also currently playing against the Black Galaxies of Ghana. And so it's also something we are looking forward to. It's a qualifier for the Algeria, Championship of African Nations.
Speaking of the game, Samuel, it's still 0-0 as you speak.
Still 0-0, and Hakim now on the left-hand side. Now the play is brought to the other side. Good switch of play to Emmanuel to send it cross into the box. He does cross. Sukomi can get ahead to it. Fabian is first to it and is booted out to safety before Hakim can get a foot to it. But he come forward through Samuel on the left-hand side. Exchanges passes with his keeper. And goes out wide to Hakim. Now Hakim switches it to Emmanuel. Emmanuel takes a deft touch towards Sukomi in the middle. He just expected that the goalkeeper was going to come out and wanted to sell it for him.
But the beauty of very calm but back to the action with Sukomi. The beauty about his play is that he's able to dash in and make these runs into the box of Rivers United. Not minding his size or his height, he's been able to make this dashing run into the box and creating spaces for his players to put the ball in.
Well, everything needs players who can make runs in behind the defense. Maybe once the pass will just go through and find his man in good space. Now allow you for Rivers United on the left hand side, exchanges passes with Abuda Alpha. This pass is short and they will come forward now. Emmanuel for Gateway and they go all the way back. Hakim. A play to Samuel who is in a fine bit of space. He crosses it the first time. Goalkeeper can't get a hand to it. Emmanuel Ampia, referee thinks about blowing the whistle. Let's play go on. Eventually he will go back. I mean, if not for anything, the referee should have sounded the whistle because the goalkeeper was down.
Yes. And the two players were down.
And the two players were down. It might be
like a clash of the heads.
Exactly.
But the medics are on the pitch now to attend to both players. And we can take a look at Rivers United trying to make some changes in this game.
Well, Iman Wagwa is looking likely to get ready to come on, and
it shows the intent. It shows the intent, the attacking intent. This is it's time to get the goals. Iguma is tired of of the Diggy football. He wants the direct game now. And that's what Wagwan brings into the team. His direct, his physical strength, his goal poaching instinct is about to come into play now. Double substitution for Rivers United.
Yeah, it's a double substitution, and Yima will be replacing Alpha, who has led the line as well from the front. Laolu is one of the players to be replaced, as well as Buda Alpha. You do feel like if the goal doesn't come forth very soon, you might make another change in terms of bringing Bolaji Saki into the game.
Definitely is. I think at this moment it's the time that you need to get the goals. We're in the 53rd minute now of the game, and this is where the opponents are more vulnerable. The first 15 minutes of each half and the last 15 minutes of each half, it's important because these are times that the edge drops. Excuse me, and it's imperative for Rivers United to get the goal. Like I said, they have just 1 point so far in this tournament, and they need to add more. And at this point, they need to get the goals because the goals win you the games.
Well, now the next headache is for how the referee will start play. It's going to be a drop ball.
And now just for you, Samuel, the arrival of Shooting Stars, the big game tonight. Shooting Stars and
Plateau United, yeah.
And Shooting Stars just make their way into the arena.
Well, it's a big game because it's two MPFL sides. Well, if you take into perspective where they both finished on the table, it is a second position and 16th position. That's a huge number between them, not just in points, in
Some,
terms of position.
but it's still a big game.
Oh yeah, no doubt about that. Yuma Wagwa turns into the box.
And this
wins
is what I was
the
talking
corner kick.
about. Yes, it's direct, it's physicality. This is what it brings, and now it's forcing Gateway United back.
He's already quickly exerting his presence here, making his presence felt. Yuma Wagwa, the corner kick will come now for Rivers United. It's Aqua Paul to deliver into the box. Thought about going short, but he plays it long towards Yima Wagwa at the back post, who is just too heavy. He gets past him, and Sukomi will look to advance the ball for a Gateway. Silky foot. And he plays it towards Najim, who gets a flick on, tries to cushion it. Or just towards his teammate there, Sani. They will bring the ball forward, Rahim. For Rivers United. Now Farouk towards the center. Ekiocha with a lovely pass through the middle for Emmanuel Ampia to get there before the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper does get to it first, gets a foot as this, and it goes out of play for the training. Was appealing that the show was for Gateway, but no, referee doesn't agree. Ekiocha swings it in, it's blocked. Gets the ball again. Now Rahim plays it to Farouk, looks for the runner on the overlap at the back. He doesn't find the Ekiocha Chukudi, maybe to strike himself. The goalkeeper saw that one all the way, knew where it was going.
All the way. Not a decent strike.
Decent strike, but the last 2-3 minutes has been about Rivers United and trying to push back their opponents. They've been like walking up the giants in them.
Definitely, the message is clear. It's time to get the goals for Iguma. It's clear.
Farouk. Now Chukudi. Emmanuel Ampia thinks about going down because he did catch him there. He eventually let the ball go to his player first.
He's going to run it off.
And just tells him to play on. No, I can keep it up. Now Hakim for Gateway. Oh, looks to slip in. No, Jim couldn't get him. Ekiocha. Ball still in play, kept in by Hakim, and eventually out of play by Chukudi. The assistant referee on the left side sees that one all the way. Gateway throwing. It's Najim is brought down by Fabian. Good call. They win the free kick in a decent position, and the free kick from this position in the first half all went to Rivers United.
Gateway gets a fair chance of the attacking threat. And if they can just get a good cross in, Jim, who is very good in the air, can actually nick one in. Let's see.
Skipper Sani Jamiu to deliver an outswinger into the box. It's more difficult to get a header to it because it requires a good power and accuracy on the ball. The cross comes overhead. Hakim gets ahead to it, but the goalkeeper will come out to Kada in the box. Delivered long towards Nyima, gets ahead to it, and he will be first to the loose ball as well. Uagwa Nyima against Emmanuel. Good play, brings his teammate into the game. Now Ampia. Chukudi. Back to Chukudi. Slips in Nyima, who is still going past 2 and 3, gets a nutmeg. Play still ongoing. The referee just showing his hands for play and saying you have simulated. I was diving and doesn't decide to book him. Oh, you see the intent from Najim. And again, he wanted to do what he did in the first half, catching the goalkeeper off guard.
But you can see what Enyima Wangwa is bringing into this Rivers United side. They've been able to nick 1 or 2 passes in the third quarter of the pitch, and this is important for them because if you don't play these passes to pick the opening space, to open spaces and nick the ball in, you won't be able to break this defense of Gateway. But Enyima is doing that with his physical strength and his pacey threat, and I hope soon, or we'll look forward soon to getting a goal in this encounter.
We do look forward to getting a goal. Even as Gateway ready their change, now it is Najim Olukoku, the striker, who is going to be replaced. He's seen his own fair share of time in possession. Replaced to the bench by Anthony. Farouk able to get it out, but they regain possession. Now they break themselves. Gateway United. Mustafa Lajide finds Sani. Sani plays it out wide, looking to find Samuel Akintola. Sukami just gets the ball and decides to strike himself. The effort wasn't on target.
I think the tempo of the game is beginning to heat up now with strikes from both ends. We've seen Sukome, we've seen Wagwan making attempts on goal. I think both teams are now willing to go for it.
So they are willing to go for it. It's there for the taking for anybody who's willing to take it. All 3 points is up for grabs. Rivers United advance forward on the right hand side. It's cleared out by Rafiu. Now the skipper Sani. Sani looking to play it in behind the defense for Mustafa. Can't get there ahead of Mane Lampia, who gives the ball away. It's a brilliant chance for Gateway United, and that should be the goal. Oh, decent goal line clearance. And it's come from Rahim.
What a clearance.
And the man who's just come off the bench, Anthony,
What
with
a clearance, Samuel.
brilliant
What a
opportunity to put his team in front. Emmanuel Ampia gave the ball away and set up by Mustafa Olajide. And that one was destined for the back of the
Destined
post.
for the back of the post, and it takes calmness, to composure to get the ball off the line. It's a magnificent clearance for Rivers United, it's keeping them in this style.
Well, they have Abdul Rahim Olawaju to tank, even as the corner comes from Samuel Kintola. It's towards the near post, it's cleared out. Emmanuel recovers possession for Gateway United. Now Samuel slips in Mustafa again. This time Emmanuel Ampia does his job, and now they can break themselves. Rivers United coming forward, just hacked down. The keeper brought down the Rivers United player. Lucky not to get a booking. They'll get the play back on the way. Very high intensity to the game now. Emmanuel Ampia plays it onto the far right hand side. All the way to goalkeeper. Chigoze Hunda's long ball wasn't to a Rivers United player. Now he's headed long. Farouk always first to those aerial duels in the middle of the park. Enyima keeps it in play very well. Now Ekeocha, he's got a lot of bodies to beat. Ekeocha hasn't been himself in the second half. He's had a better first 45 minutes. But now Sukami, Scott Anthony on the overlap on the right hand side. Anthony tries to bring in Sani on the ground. Oh, goalkeeper down it, he catches it and spills it.
Now the game is beginning to get interesting.
It's more lively at the moment.
Lively at the moment, with Gateway United making the attempts on goal, getting the ball forward, taking on Rivers United with the pacey attacks, and the fans are really enjoying this at the moment. The sudden light up in the game is interesting.
The game has gotten lit in very, very fast fashion, and like we said, Bolaji Shaki is going to come into the game if the goals does not come.
Now the goals must come.
Well,
we have
should come.
two goal poachers on the pitch for Rivers United.
They were on the pitch yesterday night. They did not get a goal.
Yeah, you can say the opponents they were playing against was Spire United, so more physical, more match to match in terms of player status. But now you have a superior player.
Bolaji Shaki has replaced Paul Aqua. And also the second person to be relegated to the bench is Fabian Nwori. And the new man has quickly decided to test the goalkeeper from a long way out. Wins a free kick, it came off the hand. Bolaji Shaki today is sporting the number 10 jersey. He was a player of Rivers United. Years ago, moved over to the Guinean League. Plays in Guinea.
A couple of years, I think 4 years.
Yeah, and now it's back with Rivers United to play CAF Champions League football. Farouk Mohamed doesn't take a lipstick for the new man, goes straight to the goalkeeper. At least that will be registered as an effort on target. All the way back now it gets to Darlington. He played it long to Nyima, lovely flicker and trying to bring in Bolaji Shaki. Now Bolaji runs towards the ball, pushed off the ball by
Manuel with the body shield.
Manuel. Good strength from Emmanuel.
The show of strength. I think you're looking at the body countenance of Eguma is a bit worried.
Well, he should be worried.
Pacing down the touchline, back and forth.
He should be worried, and he should be wary of how he takes out his whatever feelings he has at the moment.
But he needs to keep calm because the body language from Eguma speaks a lot to the players.
Well, he's worried, and at some point he might show it because he's not a robot.
Oh,
long ball headed out, push towards the goalkeeper. Not going to trouble him. Now Fabian and Warrior just calling one of the players in the attack to come forward. They don't come forward very quickly, and it's pushed back. It's Milain. The long ball will find Nyima, who stays on his feet but then goes down. Looks to file Leonu, but plays full back for a free kick.
Yeah, it's a free. Exactly. The referee, the calls from the referee was right. I think with Sakini coming into Rivers United, I think the partnership between him and Mwagwan should be something they need to develop quickly. Not even for the CAF Champions League, also in the league, because it's a new terrain for both players. And they need to find that bonding, they need to find that synergy to be able to link up, play together and get goals for Rivers United. I think with what we've seen so far, it's gradually building. And the partnership is important for Rivers United. Going into the Nigerian Professional Football League season, it's a yellow card.
It's a yellow card descent for Fabian and Warrior. Yeah. He must have made some statement to the referee. And you don't need that. I mean, your team has earned the free kick, so why speak it to the referee again? Farouk just looks to float in behind the defense. He's headed out by Olajide. Oh, brilliant by Emmanuel. It's been a joy to watch down the right hand side.
Yes, and you can see the urgency from Rivers United, and you can also see the calmness and composure from Gateway United. It's a mixed feelings for both teams. Rivers is in the urge to get the goals, while Gateway United is just keeping them at bay and ensuring that they can explore on the counter attack.
The ball comes into the box by Samuel. Sani is not the tallest man. He just goes out for a corner kick to Gateway United, and Samuel will race over to the corner flag to deliver it for Gateway United.
But not too much of the top players for Gateway United in the box.
They've not got the most of the height. And the corner kick comes. Darlington gets a big hand to it. He pushes out. Sharky to keep it in play for Rivers United. He does keep it in play. Looks for a man to launch it towards in the attack, and eventually it was all the way to Afolayan, who finds his goalkeeper Aziz. And the clearance from Aziz is brought down by Yima and stolen by Mansuru Sukami.
Olaleri.
Now Olaleri Akim wins a throw-in for Gateway United. Well, we've now approached the 70th minute mark. We're at 70 minutes without a goal in this game. "70 minutes without a goal in this game." Bolaji Shaki finds Emmanuel Ampia. Still going Emmanuel Ampia. He's got it out for away from his left foot. He passes behind for Inyima, who keeps it in play. Inyima Oh, his pass wasn't too good. Dispossessed by Hakim Valuejet, who gives it away. And then Yima turns him inside out. And an exchange of pass. Yima Wagwa now slips in his man. Brilliant defense. Last ditch tackle. He must have injured himself. Rafiu Mansuru with the outstretched leg in a very
tight.
Very surprising posture. And he must have cost himself some harm.
The referee calls for the medic.
Well, we've had 250 minutes in this competition without a goal. And that is not the way the competition started. We had goals at the start of the tournament.
Yes.
Well,
like I said, for teams, the objectives are different. I made that clear earlier that the teams would like to see the team bonding and the team chemistry. And it's important that they get this right going into the continental games for those representing Nigeria in the CAF Confederation and Champions League.
Well, Mansuru Sukami, I beg your pardon, has been replaced.
What a brilliant game for Sukami. A brilliant game, a good game for him.
And the skipper is the next man to come off, Sani Jamil.
Fresh legs in for Gateway United. We hope they can contribute more to the attacking threat.
They will hope that they can contribute to the attacking threat. And the goalkeeper Aziz for Gateway United will now be donning the captain's armband. Very dangerous tackle from the man who's just been on the pitch for barely 10 seconds. And he's already cost Emmanuel Ampia a very hard tackle that may be difficult to get up from with the way he's written and paint on the turf.
The pitch is slippery. And you can expect such tackles going overboard because I'm pretty sure he didn't mean that.
Well, he didn't mean it, and that's why the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Emmanuel is in pain. He's in
huge pain.
You can see from his facial expression he's in pain.
Emmanuel Ampia. He's going to be receiving treatment outside. The player will restart. Fabian Nwore for Lagos United towards Bolaji Shaki. Emmanuel giving him a big contest in the defense. Now they come forward. Jide still going. He's got Fabian and Bolaji Shaki to beat. And once again,
Bolaji to the rescue.
Bolaji to the rescue. Well, he did get past him first time, get past Fabian, and he had to recover Bolaji Shaki. Good defending from him. A good run from Olajide Mustafa as well. And the throw-in comes. Hakim. Bolaji Shaki is again defending. Now Jide with a very lovely touch. Emmanuel slips in. Olajide now Mustafa to clear the cross to the back post.
Let the ball run out.
And he just lets the ball run out before getting the contact on the ball to deliver the cross. And those are the fine margins that can create opportunities and bring a goal for you. It just took a little too long before sending the cross in. Now dispossessed. They come forward now, exchange of passes. Timlane, still going Timlane. How did he get past that white and blue jerseys? I don't know, but he's out of it. Now Samuel Akintola to play a shot. It's long, it's ambitious. it's wayward. Goal kick. Emmanuel getting the head to it before Bolaji Shaki. Olajide Mustafa is such an enterprising player for Gateway United. His ability to read the game and know when to deliver passes has been top notch today. Bolaji Shaki. Free kick to Gateway United. And the last 5 minutes has been all Gateway. Rivers United do not look like they've got their elements in order. Everything about them is in 6s and 7s at the moment. Defending wise, attacking wise, creating wise, they look lost in the game. And one man that is certainly lost is Ekeocha Chukuri, who should be doing the bulk of the creative duty for Rivers United. Just to roll out some of the results from the 2022 Valuejet Preseason Cup. The opening game finished with the hosts, the team with the host venue, Remo Stars defeating Jebu United 2-1. Shooting Stars losing to Vandreza 1-0, and a 1-0 draw between Gateway and Smart City. The same scoreline between Kwara United and Otosolo. Plateau United then lost to Remo Stars, who picked up their second win of the tournament, 1-0. And the same scoreline Gateway defeated Otosolo. Rivers United with the first game yesterday, goalless draw against Kwara United. Vandreza also goalless against Ijebu earlier today, and this game is also looking to be goalless for Rivers United. Now a Yima for Rivers United. Tries to switch it to the other side towards Bolaji Shaki, who's never going to get there before Emmanuel Johnson. And the throw into Rivers United. He did ricochet off him. Ekeocha, who has been very silent. He's grown quiet in the game. Farouk Muhammad. Onto the far side to bring in Bello. Bello just gets a poor touch to throw into Gateway United. Hakim. Out wide to Jide. Still Hakim. Takes it back to Samuel Akintola. Against Rahim. Exchange of passes, decent give and go. And they get a corner kick. Gateway United. Well, the local fans here look like they're rooting for Gateway United, and the corner kick comes from Samuel. The decent cross. Darlington gets a big end to it. Samuel might get a second bite at the cherry. He does get the ball. Lovely touch. Oh, look to bring his man in play, but chance is not gone yet until Ekeocha gets a foot to it. Gateway United are pegged back. Rivers United are pegged back by Gateway United. And regain the ball. Sholayo in defense. Darlington of Vunda in goal for Rivers United. He kept a clean sheet in the first game against Kwara United. Very intense, that one. He had to pull off a couple of saves. Just few saves because we were not provided with so many clear-cut chances and decent opportunities. A free kick to Rivers United. Taking shot to Farouk. Bolaji. Oh, lovely to get past his man and then slips in. His man turns for a strike. Flagged offside by the assistant referee on the far side. Just some information for you in case you never knew. The transfer window of the Nigerian Professional Football League was opened on the 1st of August. It will run through for about 60 days or until the 30th of September. It's a chance for clubs to get their signings in and out or register new players as well. Bolaji Shaki wins a throw-in for Rivers United. Now Emmanuel Ampia to take the throw-in. He brings it. Not the best of contacts. Olajide Mustafa has been a menace for the defenders of Rivers United. And Fabian can get it out to Darlington, who returns the favour. Fabian plays it long towards Bolaji Shaki. The touch is too heavy and is giving away possession to the opponent now. Akim Olalere gets past Farouk Mohammed and Fabian. The throw into Rivers United.
Go, somewhere. 18 minutes of game played, still no goal yet. And the more Rivers United fails to score, the more Gateway grows into the game.
Well, this result only favours at the moment the Gateway United, who have 4 points to the credits after 2 games. They will be 5 from 3, and Rivers United will be 2 from 2, and will be condemned to have a win in their 3rd game to ensure that they also secure the chances of qualifying. Emmanuel Ampia does keep it in play, decent. He send it cross into the box. The cross comes in. Everybody misses it, including the goalkeeper. But they bring it forward now. Hakeem Olalere for Gateway finds Samuel on the right hand side. Just trotting and looks to switch it to the other side to bring in Idris. But the header from Fabian takes it away from him. And pushed further forward by Ekeocha towards Nyima, who is struggling towards Shola Afonayo. But there was Timile to assist. And Emmanuel Ampia has gone down under no challenge.
I think it's the hit in the last 10 minutes he got. It's the same. You can see it's going to the same position, the same leg. I think it's reoccurrence. The pain is in pain. I think Iguma needs to get him off the pitch for proper medical attention.
We should get him off the pitch to ensure that he's safe for other games. Well, it's edging closer to full time. We've got 7 minutes of regulation time left to play, plus additional time. And it's still Gateway United, New Rivers United, new.
A drop ball, and the game is on.
Emmanuel Johnson for Gateway, headed out by Raheem. Brought down by Timilane, giving away possession to Rivers United. Raheem Olarinwaju puts it very high. They will clear the lines for Rafiu Mansuru. And then a winning free kick. Farouk Mohammed penalized. The referee keeps his card in his pocket. Gateway United, they struggle to find promotion into the MPFL for the next season. They did not quite get it. Finished 2nd in the Southern Conference Group B1 table, behind Bendel Insurance of Edo State. But it was a close battle, only losing out by about 3 points, I beg your pardon.
I think Bendel Insurance had a 10 points lead. Yes.
Samuel on the left hand side for Gateway. Nine-point gap. Yeah, it was close at a point because of the outstanding game. I do remember. Bendel Insurance were playing in the FA Cup and they had about 3 games. And so that was why it was looking like a close call, but with the outstanding games completed, they ran away as victors. I mean, Bendel Insurance winning every game at home, not dropping a single point. And that is...
They were prepared.
That's the hallmark of champions in Nigeria. You win your games at home, you are halfway there.
But speaking about Bendel Insurance, their household name in the league, and it's good to have them back in the Premier League.
Absolutely, very good to have them back. We look forward to the kind of football they can provide for us next season. Talking about Gateways, to finish second in the Group B1 table. And they also gave a very huge gap over the closest rivals in Imbom Youth, 8 points. '86th minute here. Well, Rivers United are gradually setting a record in the tournament. They seem to play their first game very late, but they have picked up the most yellow card in the tournament in less than 24 hours. Only today they've had 4 yellow cards, and that's the most by any team in a single game.
Well, shows the physicality and the tackles that they go into.
When you take this kind of physicality into the continent, you might be getting yourself red cards aplenty. I mean,
a lot of penalization from the ref. You need to be decent. You need to be pinpoint with your tackles. You need to be careful, because it's a different ball game in the continental games.
So 4 yellow cards for them today, and 4 yellow cards for Kwara United in the game against Rivers United yesterday. Rivers looked like they were going to be a decent team. They had just 1 caution, and that was to Nyima Wagwa. But today they've gone on to pick 4. That includes their goalkeeper and the coach. And those 2 sides are the sides with the most yellow card in a single game. The Gateway look like they are already getting contented with a point. When you play against Rivers United, the champions of the MPFO, if you get a point, you should be proud of your performance.
Definitely trying for 87 minutes now, keeping them at bay. The Gateway must be commended. The back line has been zealous. They have been top notch, keeping their mental strength high, keeping their concentration high. Keeping Nwagwa and Sakin in check in the second 45 minutes. I think they've done a decent job so far.
Rivers United and Gateway United have got less than 3 minutes of regulation time to find a winner. And you do feel like any team that gets a goal at this point in the game is definitely going to be a winner. Now launch forward to Bolaji, gets his pass out to Farouk Mohammed, who is taking a little touch. The player of Gateway has gone down. What is the referee's decision at the moment? It's a free kick to a throw into the Gateway United. Johnson Emmanuel, very in the game, energetic. A push at the back, penalized Fabian Nwari. A free kick to Gateway. Still another opportunity to get a ball into the box. And once again, a reminder that in about an hour, 10 minutes, we'll be having the last game for today come up against the Shooting Star Sports Club of Ibadan against Plateau United of Jos. Another encounter of MPFL sides. The cross comes into the box. It's headed up by Rahim. And Bolajin Shaki to cushion it back again. It's a throw into Gateway United. Or throw into Rivers United. It came off the head of Idowu last.
I think Gateway needs to be proud of their performances tonight. They've been able to contain Rivers United.
They should give themselves a pat on the back.
Minutes, yes.
Full 90 minutes.
But we can wait and see how they can see this game off.
A free kick is taken by Ekeocha. It's booted very high towards the Nyima. Goalkeeper comes out, catches it, lets it drop, kicks it again. Aziz has not really been tested by any clear-cut chances today, but he's kept his head in the game. Afolayan. We say 90 minutes are up here. And now a great chance for Idowu. And he goes out for a goal kick. He protests for a corner kick. Goal kick to the referee. It says the referee. Well, we've seen 1 minute of additional time played already, and any moment from now the referee will be sounding his whistles to end proceedings. This game has provided us with no goals yet. Just yet. Until we hear the whistle. We couldn't bring it down, Mustafa. But now Ekeocha. He comes off the arm. Farouk. Now Chukudi with tired legs kind of passing.
Tired. Yeah, the legs are weak, the mental strength is tired.
The manager should have pulled him out, but that's why again we can say he is very crucial to what Stanley Aguma wants to do.
Yes, exactly, in Rivers United. Because you played last night, 90 minutes, you're here today, again 90 minutes. You can excuse him for those passes.
I mean, no matter how much a player is critical to your style of play, you should have some conscience to pull him out because he can get injured at this point in time. These are the periods where you get the most strenuous injuries in terms of football. And Rivers United still playing around the area to get a chance to strike. Farouk Mohamed's pass is caught up by Emmanuel and it's stolen by Emmanuel Lampia. Who will play the lines? Dangerous times at the moment. Launch it forward into the box to find Yima. Shaki! Acres of space. He had all the time in the world to pick his spots for the header. But he did not even get a good contact on the ball.
He couldn't get it to slice his efforts wide. Had it been a good contact, that would have been a sailor. Just at the dying minutes. Just.
For 90 minutes at
the dying minutes of this game.
Added time are also up here, and it's the final whistle seen by the referee. No goals to report for you. We've had tackles, we've had substitutions, we've had cards. They've pulled their weight behind everything that they could. The NLL side Gateway United against the MPFL champions, Rivers United. But today they walk away with their heads up by a point, and now 5 on the table. Rivers United with 2 points. It's ended at the Remo Star Stadium, the 10th game of the 2022 Valuejet pre-season tournament, proudly brought to you by Valuejet, Nigeria's foremost alien and aviation company. It's full time here. Gateway United new, Rivers United new.